Welcome to Jaztime! Jaztime is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click the link in the description below to buy it at jaztime.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Richard Mille RM30-01 in titanium, the Declutchable Rotor. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of the RM30-01, then I'll tell you about where this watch stands in the lineup of other similar RM30-01s, then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, bracelet, dial movement, and finally I will try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with that history. Well, Richard Mille has not been around for a very long time, the early 2000s, which makes it approximately 25 years old. And not after long, around 2010, they came up with the RM30, not the RM30-01, but the RM30, RM30, which looks very similar. It has the declutchable rotor and power reserve like you see here, similar things, but it is different. And that was in production, and it was their main medium-sized watch for about 10 to 13 years, so after approximately 2010 to approximately 2023, something like that. The RM030 has tons of variations. It has had a white gold and titanium and rose gold and gold and carbon with ceramic, blah blah blah, you get it. Many variations over its very long model year. It was then replaced by the 3001 in approximately 22 or 23. And the offerings for the 3001 are only in either titanium, which is what you're looking at right now, or rose gold, and they recently came out with, in 2024, a white ceramic. So those are the only three variations right now. I suspect they'll produce the 3001 for the next, 10 or so, maybe, years, and maybe they'll make a 3002. But this watch will be in production, and they will probably have some other variations of it. Okay, but the one we're looking at right now is the 31 in titanium, and that's a little bit about where the watch stands in this lineup. I just told you where it stands in the lineup. This is the one of the three variations. This one is the titanium one. Okay, now, I guess I should say this. As a starter watch for Richard Mille, you only have a couple of options, and there's about 4 or 5 major collectors that Richard Mille has. And I'm going to abbreviate Richard Mille for RM. And what are they? Well, they are the 3001, which is what you're looking at right here. The split second, which is the 6501. That's another one. It's a larger size. The 3001 size is medium. Then they have the 6701, the 6702, which are small. And then they have the Nadal, which is the 3503, which is also a medium size. It's not only the part of the collection that most people can get, but it's the one that you could get only at the very end after buying all of these other basic ones. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Well, I'm trying to tell you because the RM30-01 is one of the starter watches for RM. RM makes a crazy amount of really expensive watches, tourbillons that are $1 million or more. For most people, that is well out of the limit. So the 3001 is a great place to start, and especially in titanium, which is cheaper than gold, as you could imagine. Okay, so as I said, now let's actually start talking about this watch itself. Let's start with the case. The case, as you see here, is going to use their typical tonneau-shaped case. And this is the size medium, as I just said. Richard Mille is making the 3 basic sizes. Really small, which is the 6701 and 02. The medium, which is the 3001, which is what you're looking at right here. And the size is actually 50 millimeters from the top to bottom, and that's the 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, that is 50 millimeters. And going from left to right, the 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock is 42 millimeters. And the thickness, they say it is 17 millimeters, and that's at least what I see, 17, but that's at the thickest part. And that actually wears much less than that. When I try it on my wrist, you'll see that it's very form-fitting, and it doesn't feel very cumbersome at all. But anyways, that is the medium size, and that is going to fit most people's with a wrist size of, say, 7 inches or larger. Actually, it will fit those with a 7 inches or larger wrist. In fact, if you compare it to a Royal Oak offshore, for example, an offshore is 42 or 43 millimeters from Audemars Piguet, it's actually 52 or 53 millimeters from top to bottom, so it's actually quite smaller. So this is actually quite smaller. Okay, anyways, the case. What can I tell you about this case aside from the dimensions that I just told you? It has the tonneau shape, and then it has the side that you can see these ridges. That's where the screw goes down, and it sort of reinforces the case to the bezel. So if you take the bezel plate off, there is this middle case, and that's a screw that goes all the way through it and connects to the bottom. And you can see all that. It looks very industrial, and it's a mainstay of RM. That's how RM does their cases. And if you look at the top of the case, how you can tell it's a medium medium size, by the way. It has 4 screws going from top to bottom on each side. Those are 5 spline screws going from top to bottom, and on a small RM67, you'll only have 2 screws because they're small. But the 3001, which is what you're looking at right here, also has the Declutchable. It has 4 screws and it has enough space. It's long enough, it's 50 millimeters. And also so does the 65, which is even larger than this. Alright, and it has that nice satin finish with the bevel edge, high polish, even though it's titanium. Now let's move on down here to the dial and the movement. I'll talk about both at the same time because they are the same, and you can see them going through one side. It's a caliber RMAR2. It's a skeletonized automatic winding movement. And you can see it both from the front and the back. It's one of the most beautiful movements that you can see. The base plate and the bridges are made in grade 5 titanium. That's no surprise. RM does that to keep their stuff really light. The alloy, they say, is like 90% grade 5 titanium, 6% aluminum, 4% vanadium. And they use this in aerospace and aeronautics, and so you really just have this avant-garde new technology that makes the movement super light, and the result is what you see here. Now let's talk about this dial a little bit more, and let me explain some of the things that you can see both. Just follow me along here. Let's start first here with this big date. It's the most obvious. The simply put a date there. Before, I think the date might have been, onto the side, or now it's on the right side. Not a big deal which side it's on, but the big point is that it's big. You can see it very easily. And that's pretty cool. The second thing is look at this power reserve, and it looks like a racetrack. Now, RM's theme, their slogan is a racing machine on your wrist. So it's benefiting that they put a racetrack inspired design on the dial itself. So you see how it goes from 0 here to max, and it kind of looks like a racetrack with different curves and different colors. And the different colors represent where it is on the power reserve. So if it's at the very bottom, it's red. It means it's almost out of battery or almost out of gas. And then if it goes up around 30, that means your normal range, where it goes blue, and then it means you get into the red line. And then when it actually goes into the red line, into the red part that says 12 o'clock, that goes into max. And what happens there is that instead of the watch continuing to wind and potentially hurt the movement, it will declutch so that the barrels no longer wind. And you see this upper button at the upper left-hand corner at the 11 o'clock where it says on-off? It'll actually go from on, which means the clutch is on, to off, which means the clutch is no longer engaged, which means that the mainspring will no longer wind it and will not destroy the movement. It is kind of gimmicky, but whatever, it's still a very cool concept. And they've done it very well. They used to do it on their RM30, which was the first one that they did, and they carried it over, but they refined it from the old RM30 to the new RM30-01. And they made it look more modern and cool, and that's the result is what's right here. And then from once it starts to power down, then you see the clutch will re-engage on itself. You don't have to do anything, but that's the purpose of this. Okay, so now we're on the right-hand side. I guess I should point this out. This is a function selector. Normally, you would press it. So on the right is W, the center is D, the far left is H. When you press it and it's on W, you will wind the watch by turning the crown. You don't pull on the crown, and you don't set this watch by pulling on the crown. You set it by this function selector, and so which is also a very pretty cool thing. And you can change the date by changing the function selector to D, and then you can change the date. And then you can also change the hour. The H stands for hours. It's kind of like a gearbox on a car, but they just call it a function selector here. Also, it looks cool. I mean, don't you think it's kind of cool to have a button instead, kind of like a race car? The whole theme of this is kind of like a race car. So they make it light like a race car. It looks like an open hood of a race car, like a Ferrari when you can look into the back and see the motor. You can see everything that's working, and then it's super light and it functions like a car. And of course, no other watch does this, by the way. RM is the only one that does this. And anyways, that's the movement and the dial combined. And the last thing that I do want to say about the case is that this dark blue, what do I call this, crown guard rubber thingy? Before, on the old ones, you could actually get them swapped out, but I haven't seen that on the aftermarket ones yet. So maybe they'll start making them, but as of now, it is in dark blue, which is a very good color, which matches everything. All right, and now let's turn over and just look at the back. Of course, the movement, it looks incredible, fantastic. I believe Richard Mille makes the best skeletonized movements of any brand. Definitely better than Patek. The Patek ones, I don't really like them. Audemars makes nice ones, but I don't think they make them quite as nice as Richard Mille because of that's their speciality. And that's it for that. Okay, now let's talk about the bracelet. Now, the bracelet, not much to talk about. It's a double vent. Before, on the old RM30, they used a single vent, which looked totally dated to me, and now they're using the double vent on pretty much everything. And of course, you can change the strap. I would suggest the strap would look good in blue or black, maybe even an ice blue or baby blue. At any rate, it is time for me to try this on and tell you my thoughts. Now, I am 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and I have a 7.5-inch wrist. And as you can see, the watch looks very nice on me. I was telling you that it was thick, but it doesn't look like it overflows, and it doesn't look cumbersome. It's curved, and the bracelet and the buckle just makes it fit perfectly. And it has that unmistakable look to it. It's modern, and of course, it's Richard Mille. Now, Richard Mille only makes about 6,000 or 7,000 watches a year. Contrast with Vacheron and Audemars, they make 60,000 to 70,000 watches. That's about 10 times as much. That means you're 10 times more likely to see an AP than you are Richard Mille. So yeah, it is a nice watch. So if you're fortunate enough to earn enough money to buy one of these things, then definitely. Now, look, I'll also say this. The watch is retailing somewhere between the low 200s, I think 225, 230,000, something like that. But we are selling it here at Jaztime.com for less than that, about 210, 215, something like that. And if you don't live in California or you can ship it out of state, there is no tax. So it's going to be quite a savings. Buying it from any other dealer is going to cost you around $250,000. You can get it here around $210, $215, only at Jaztime.com. So anyways, it's an awesome watch. It's an excellent start of Richard Mille. I'm not going to say it's the best Richard Mille there ever was because they make some insane, crazy watches, but this is a wonderful starting one in a full-size Richard Mille. Now, let me make sure that that is clear, a full size, because for some of the smaller ones, the RM10, RM29, those are tiny. I really don't suggest those unless you have a smaller wrist. But if you have a 7-inch or larger wrist, then the RM30 is a great place to start. That's the entry point for RM, around $200,000 for at least a modern one. So look, if you do want to buy it, please go to Jaztime.com for that little bit of savings.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at Jaztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jaztime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.